There is a moment early in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts where the film stops being just another entry in a franchise. It's not during a robot battle or a world-ending threat. It's a quiet scene where Noah Diaz, played with grounded sincerity by Anthony Ramos, simply looks at the Brooklyn Bridge. In that stillness, the movie reveals its true ambition: to be a story about people living in the shadow of giants, both architectural and mechanical. This is a film that arrived carrying the weight of a billion-dollar series, yet chose to whisper where its predecessors shouted. Directed by Stephen Caple Jr., Rise of the Beasts represents a conscious pivot, a recalibration of scale from planetary annihilation to human-scale stakes set against the vibrant analog backdrop of 1994. It's a blockbuster that remembers the human in Human versus Machine. The production itself was a feat of deliberate restraint. Caple Jr., known for the character-driven Creed 2, was an inspired choice. He brought a filmmaker's eye to a producer-driven universe. Key to this was the decision to shoot extensively on location in New York City and Peru, a logistical challenge that paid dividends in authenticity. The film's texture is tactile, the grime of a Brooklyn auto shop, the mist of the Peruvian highlands, creating a world that feels lived in, a stark contrast to the green screen gloss of earlier installments. This grounded approach extended to the visual effects. Industrial Light and Magic was tasked with a new directive: integration, not domination. The robots were designed with clearer silhouettes and more distinct personalities. A lesson learned from the Bayhem era of visual clutter, the Maximals, led by the noble Optimus Primal, were particularly groundbreaking. Their organic mechanical fusion required new rendering techniques to simulate fur and feathers that could believably interact with light and wind, making them feel less like CGI and more like creatures sharing the frame with the actors. The 1994 setting is far from cosmetic. It's a thematic anchor. This is a pre-internet, pre-9/11 America. Information travels slowly, and global threats feel distant. This isolation makes the arrival of the Transformers not a media spectacle, but a personal, terrifying secret for our protagonists. The film's superb sound design leans into this, muting the iconic transformation sounds at key moments, making them feel intimate, almost confidential. At its core, the film is a dual study in legacy and belonging. Noah's story is one of economic precarity and familial duty, a veteran struggling to provide for his sick brother. His arc isn't about becoming a soldier, but about redefining strength. His connection with Mirage, the Autobot who becomes his partner, is built on mutual need and understanding, not just plot convenience. Mirage sees Noah's ingenuity. Noah sees past Mirage's bravado to the loyal spark beneath. Elena Wallace, an artifact researcher played by Dominique Fishback, provides the intellectual and emotional counterpoint. Her quest is for validation in a field that dismisses her. Her discovery of the transwarp key is not an accident. It's the culmination of her dedication. She represents the theme of hidden histories, the idea that truth is often buried, waiting for the right person to uncover it. Her dynamic with the Autobots is one of scholarly curiosity, bridging ancient culture and alien technology. The film's central conflict with the planet-consuming Unicron and his herald, Scourge, reframes the franchise's usual good versus evil dynamic. Unicron is not a conqueror, he is entropy incarnate. His threat is cosmological, not political. This elevates the Autobots and Maximals' mission from a war to a preservation of existence itself, a struggle that resonates with the human characters' own fights to preserve their families and heritage. This thematic through line, preservation versus consumption, ties everything together. The Maximals, who fled Unicron, chose to protect Earth by hiding and integrating with its biosphere. They represent harmony between technology and nature. The Terracons, by contrast, are perversions of form, their bodies scarred and grafted with stolen parts. They are consumption made manifest, echoing Noah's fear of being consumed by his circumstances. and scourge literal consumption of other Transformers to grow stronger. Cable Jr.'s direction shines in the action sequences, which are choreographed for geography and consequence. The final battle in Peru is a masterclass in spatial awareness. We always know where characters are in relation to each other: the humans, the Autobots, the Maximals, the Terrorcons. The stakes are personal: protecting a village, defending a friend. The spectacle serves the story, not the other way around. A particularly resonant choice is the film's treatment of Optimus Prime. Here, he is not the unwavering sage. He is weary, distrustful of humans, and desperate to return to a Cybertron that no longer exists. His arc is one of learning to hope again, to find a new home. Peter Cullen's voice performance carries a profound melancholy, making his eventual decision to protect Earth not a foregone conclusion, but a hard-won evolution of character. The film's climax is satisfying not because of the scale of destruction, but because of its unity. The humans don't just activate a MacGuffin, they fight alongside the Transformers using their unique skills. Noah's mechanical knowledge and Elena's historical insight are as crucial as Optimus Prime's strength. It's a victory earned through collaboration across species and scales, a literal and metaphorical joining of hands. Rise of the Beasts concludes with a sense of open-ended peace, not total victory. Unicron is repelled, not destroyed. The threat remains, sleeping. The Autobots and Maximals choose to stay, becoming guardians in the shadows. It's a more mature, haunting resolution, an acknowledgement that some evils are eternal, and heroism is the ongoing choice to stand against them. In the end, the film's greatest achievement may be its recontextualization of the franchise's iconography. The transforming Camaro is no longer just a cool toy, it's a symbol of trust earned. The giant robots are not just weapons, they are refugees, allies, and characters with their own longing for home. The blockbuster spectacle becomes a vessel for exploring displacement, sacrifice, and the quiet courage of everyday people. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts succeeds by doing the quietly radical thing for a tentpole film. It prioritizes intimacy over immensity. It builds its world from the pavement up, letting its human characters breathe and struggle, so that when the giants do clash, we understand precisely what is being fought for. It is a film that finds its power not in the roar of a collapsing skyline, but in the determined whisper of a person who decides, against all odds, to stand their ground. Thank you for watching until the end. We pour our passion into every single video essay exploring the stories behind the movies we all love. If you stumbled upon this video by chance, there is a very high probability you might never see our channel again in your feed. So please, take a moment to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and ring the bell. We are actively growing this community of cinema lovers, and your support is what helps us make our content better and more insightful every single day. Let's explore the magic of filmmaking together. See you in the next one.